Hi, friends. So it's Deanna Williston with Our Blooming Catholic Life. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about priests and religious. So I know if you've been watching all the various live streams that have been going on, the priests are offering Mass still for us. Yay! Even though we can't receive communion physically, they're still offering all our prayers and the sacrifice of Jesus, right? And there are some friars I know that are locked in and who are doing 24 hours Eucharistic adoration. And thank you, because there's really not enough friars to do that realistically. So they're offering multiple hours throughout the day on top of their other responsibilities. They're doing that for us since we can't get into the adoration chapels. And that's amazing. There are some priests who are offering holy items at their doorstep where you can pick up like blessed palms, you can pick up holy water, blessed salt, scapulars, prayer books. They're leaving resources outside the church for us, and that's amazing. And then some of them I know had then said they were running low on something, and the response was so overwhelming that they were then able to share those pantry items with the public. You can leave those on their steps then because they actually got too much of it. There is a famous Twitter priest who he does crack me up, but at the same time, he is not only offering mass for us and his parish. He is attached to a convent, and so he's offering mass for the nuns, and he's gardening and showing gardening videos and giving us gardening tips, which is great right now. And he's running a food pantry because, of course. So there are those that, oh, and he's giving shout outs to other religious. So he heard of a set of sisters in the Philippines. So they're in the Philippines, full nun habit, right? Fully habited. And their gas oven went out, but they're running a food pantry, feeding like 350 people a day. So they're out there, outside right now, in the Philippines, full nun habit, cooking over fires. God bless them. God bless them. And there are priests that are running farms, that the food is going to food banks. And oh my goodness, there are just so many that they're seeing the food banks. Some of them had public food banks from the local government and that were required to be shut down, and they've now changed their mind. They're offering their own food banks for local families, and again, getting that food out where it's needed. So they are offering so much right now, and I've actually even heard of a retirement home for priests that the virus has hit. Um, and I can't imagine what that's like in any retirement home where, because you're kind of trapped and it's running through your population and your friends are dying and suffering, and it has to be horrible. And God bless them for offering up their sufferings for the world. God bless them for that gift. They are able to do that amidst their suffering. That is amazing. And so while we can't get communion physically, and we can't have confession, and we don't have last rites, and it's a terrible time for us parishioners during that time, that we are able to still give to the food pantries. We're still able to encourage each other. That we're able to receive spiritual communion is something. So we just need so many prayers right now, because our priests, a lot of them, this social media land is outside their comfort zone and skill set, and they're doing their best to offer us live streams, whether if it's adoration chapels or mass, divine mercy chaplets, whether they're leading groups of people in prayer, doing Bible studies over Zoom. There's so much that they're doing right now, and some of them are struggling with it. Some of them, it's not their forte, right? Um, and I just ask you to try. I know it can be difficult for me. I'm like, really? That's what you're I admit it, that I get a little judgy. Um, because it's hard, because some priests are doing what I really think is awesome, and others they aren't. But maybe for them it's a bigger challenge and sacrifice to do what they're doing. I don't know, right? And so I'm reminded that I need to pray to be more open-minded and kind and generous towards them, but we also need to pray that they can be brave, that they can be resourceful, that I don't know how some of them are even doing it. You'd think because they can't offer confession and communion and last rites that they just sit around in their jammies all day, like some people say they're doing. I don't know anybody who's doing that, but the internet says people are sitting around in their jammies all day. So I mean, they could be relaxed a little bit more, but they're not. They're doing the best they can, and they need our prayers to keep sustaining that. And eventually things will get back to normal, and they'll still need our prayers. And then there are those young men and women who are discerning their vocations, whether it's to be a friar, a brother, a priest, whether they're discerning whether to be a nun or enter into a secular order. There are people that are discerning in this special time, and they don't have those big retreats, discernment retreats that they're used to, or the regular supports that they're used to. And so they need our prayers too. So this is just really a quick shout out. If you're praying a rosary a day, and I hope you are, throw in an extra couple Hail Marys at the end for the Pope, for priests and religious, and for those who are discerning. That's just 3. You can offer 3 extra Hail Marys. Throw in maybe 3 Memoraries. Maybe add an Angelus at noon if you're not already doing that. So just little ways that you could help them out. And if they reach out to you and they're asking for things for the food pantry, or they're offering you resources, take advantage of those opportunities, because that's how the Lord is blessing us in this time. And we really need to step out and embrace the moment that we're in and do the best we can. That's all we can ask. So may God give us all the graces that we need to support each other, to lift each other up in prayer, and just to get through this terrible time. But not just to get through it, but to thrive and to show people what real Christianity and Christian love is about. So I know it's hard on everyone, and don't think that the priests have it easy. They're not sitting around their jammies. They are doing so much, and God bless all of you priests and religious who are doubling, tripling down your efforts right now. Let's just do those 3 Hail Marys right now, and then you'll have them done for the day. Okay? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And friends, if you know of a priest or religious or even a secular that's just doing an amazing job, and you want to give out a praise shout, or you know that they need prayers, please put them in the comments below so that we can all be giving prayers of thanksgiving and petition for them. That's all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Watch some more videos. God bless.